Alright, to create a nice drawing of this one, what we're going to do is go to Environments, Inventor Studio. Once that loads, the first thing you want to do is create a camera. So camera, select where you're going to be looking at. So I want to look at this point, and if I draw my camera out, I'm going to go to about there and click again. Once that's done, click your camera and you can drag or pan the different arrowheads to adjust your view. If you grab this center section, you can move the whole thing at once. Click the check button to rotate. Click and drag the rotation mark. To see what you're looking at, click on Link to View. That looks fine there. You can adjust your zooming, and you can even enable depth of field, which creates like a blurry background. You have to play around with the focus limits, but that's more for you to investigate. Once you're happy with that, you can set up a studio lighting style. So let's take, for example, dark sky. Alright, what we want to do here, we can create a local light. This allows you to create a lighting effect specifically for this one. So I'm going to create a local light on here. I'm going to go up to place my light. Now this particular light is a point light. I can change that instead to a spotlight if I wanted. And I can even move where the position of the spotlight is looking at. You can change the illumination and the positioning and things. So we can switch directions. Let's go to View, Visual Style, Realistic. Let's turn on some shadows, some reflections, and the ground plane. Now I can click the drop down arrow next to ground plane and click on Settings. And let's manually adjust the position of this ground plane. Looks better. I'm going to move it down a little bit. Then click OK. I'm going to turn off the grid. There you go. Back on the Render tab, let's go into Render Image. We can change the lighting style if you want, or current lighting. Let's change our view to camera 1. You can adjust the width and height of the render. Now for a quick render, you want it small. Okay, you can change how much rendering you want to do. The more iterations, the more time, the greater the quality. Or until satisfactory, keeps rendering until you stop it. Let's click Render now. So you can see it's beginning to create a rendering. It's showing you how many iterations it's done. When you're happy with it, you can pause the rendering and click Save to save off the image. We want as a JPEG file, and you can set some options like quality and things. 300 dpi is what we usually want for printing. I'm going to give this one image 2 as an example. Alright, you can keep rendering this if you wanted until it gets even better quality. Let's see if the studio lighting wants to work again for us. There we go, we can activate that. Right click Activate. Display it, image. Save. Let's see what it looks like. So it just looks like a bit of a pool. Go in here again. Let's change that to instead plain room, or even a soft light. What does that do? Save. You can adjust the exposure in that a little bit. That looks better. Okay, you can render that again. Let's edit the camera. So they're gonna click on the cameras, double click on that. Let's look at the view. Now let's change that view a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is pick that piece and let's drag it up a little bit. Okay, click check. Let's click on our camera. Let's lower the camera down a bit. And I'm gonna check that again. I'm gonna link my view tilted. So let's rotate this piece. Perfect. Zoom in a bit. Alrighty, let's render again. Okay, this time let's render that, see what comes out like. Yeah, not too bad. So on your finished product, you want to have the width and height probably around somewhere around 2000 by 2000. And what that does, if I go to my rendering and make it low so you can just get an idea, that allows me to change the zooming. You can see now it's a lot more detailed. And that's pretty much about it.